Hello everyone, it's JJ and I welcome you to this new video. Today we're going to talk about microphones with the new Boya Magic microphone. Maybe you already know the Boya brand, which obviously makes microphones. They said to themselves, we're going to release a wireless microphone, and instead of giving us a lavalier microphone with a small dome like all the other brands, they said, we're going to change the game. We're going to offer you a 4-in-1 lavalier microphone. Yes, because it will be a lavalier microphone for iOS or Android smartphones. Okay, well, you're a little used to that. Or for your camera, okay? It will also be a handheld microphone for doing interviews, okay? Desktop microphone to put on your computer, not bad. Or shotgun microphone to put on your camera. You say, wow, so yesterday the microphone is much more? Well, no, there is also a fifth function they hid from us in the demo that no one talks about, and I will tell you about this function at the end. It's really going to be the little function that, in my opinion, is the ultimate closing you needed. Come on, because seeing products in photos is good, but seeing them in video is better. So unleash yourself and discover our entire tech site on the smartphone. The Magic Boya started from a Kickstarter where they said, we're going to do a funding. It mainly allows them to ensure by saying, look, there are quite a few people, by offering a product that is completely unique and atypical, which is not excessively expensive. You will really see it changes the game. Let's start right away with the contents of the box. In the box, we will have a small pouch that is always nice to store all the microphones. We will have our charging case, which also serves the mount for the Boya wireless microphones, allowing us to charge everything. We will see that later. We will have a classic windscreen, somewhat anti-pop. We will also have a windscreen, a bit like what we call a dead cat, for wind protection mode. We will also have two small windscreens to put on the wireless microphones. Very nice to clip on. We will have two USB to USB Type-C cables, a jack to jack cable, an adapter to connect to your iPhone, and an adapter to connect via USB Type-C, so for iPhone or Android. And we also have a small receiver box for your camera. And we, in addition, in our pack, got what they call the Boya desktop stand. A small stand that will allow, we'll see, it's a stand. So to put your microphone on your desk, and we'll see that as a result, they have hidden inside the stand for the camera. Speaking a bit about our charging case, it's not really a charging case, it's also a microphone. Well, that also serves as a shotgun mic mount. On the right, there will be a magnetic holder to directly place the dongles, either for the iPhone or for USB Type-C. It goes behind and everything. If there's that already, it's great. There you go. Under our microphone, we will also have our USB Type-C charger. We will have 4 levels of LED once again to see the charge level a little. Case when you are going to recharge your microphones, and we also have a screw thread to be able to screw it almost anywhere. On the left side, you'll notice there's an opening. Yes, because it's the opening that will be used for your shotgun microphone. And yes, it's quite handy for speaking and all. So we have one in front, and also on top, you'll see it's on the main microphone. It will work for the shotgun microphone. We'll see that later. I'll explain everything to you. Then above, there will be an on-off button once again, which will allow you to turn on or off if you just want to use the shotgun mic, okay? And then we will see that this button also allows you to switch with the ANC or not the ANC. And then there will be a small hatch that gives access to our 2 Boya wireless mics, which are magnetic inside, magnetized, charged. Very cute, pretty nice and all. So, they announced a 30-hour battery life. So, you will be able to use it as a handheld microphone with the integrated 500 mAh battery. Well, let's talk a bit about our 2 little microphones. First of all, they are so cute, so compact. It's kind of what we expect from these new generations of microphones. That is to say, we can attach them directly to clothing or hide them. They claim a profile of 13mm that allows them to integrate directly into your outfit. They weigh only 7 grams, so a lightweight design. As a result, for a secure fit, a light feel.
At the back, there will be either the small clip, you can clip it onto a shirt or a jacket. There will also be a small magnet that you can put directly like me in your t-shirt and attach it directly. That's really great.
At the front, there will be a microdynamic capsule. They announced 144 decibels with a small button that will allow you to either turn it on, turn it off if it was off, but generally the whole time in the case it turns on, or to turn on or off, once again, the noise reduction. Underneath, we will have our charging connector. Once again, we will have the windscreen support. This is a bit of a revolution. Their thing is so cute, meaning it clips on and everything, and it makes a little cover that will be very, very practical if you have a bit of wind or a somewhat noisy environment. They announced a battery life of 6 hours for each microphone. Wow. Well, let's talk a bit about the receiver. Yes, because we will have a receiver with a jack for if you have a device with a jack or a camera. For example, in my case, on the side of the receiver, there will be a USB Type-C port to charge it, which seems a bit obvious, and a jack to connect it directly to a camera. We will also have our shoe that will allow us to clip it or put it directly on top of the camera since it's the right size. we will have a button on the side that will allow us to adjust the volume settings. There you go. I initially thought it was the battery, but not at all. When you press it, you can adjust the volume if you want to boost it a bit, 1, 2, or 3. Once again, we will see that in our tests. And then we will have an on-off button on the side where if you hold it for 2 seconds, it turns on off. And if you press it twice, okay, it turns the microphones on and off. For example, you say, well, I talk too much. I cut his microphone. There you go. And then at the front, there will be 2 blue LEDs that blink and stop blinking once it's paired. And especially, they turn green when you have activated noise reduction. It's so cool. Same for our smartphone module that I am currently using. You will clip it directly onto it. On our smartphone module, you will have 2 small buttons. Once again, well, 2 small LEDs that are either green or blue. If it blinks, it is not paired. If it stops blinking, it's on microphone 1 or microphone 2. You get the idea. It's pretty good. Over here, we'll have the double click once again, but directly on the receiver to mute. Not bad. And at the back, there will be a USB Type-C port. Yes, because if you want to use the USB Type-C port on your phone, you say yes. But if I want to charge it while recording, well, the port is at the back. They thought of everything. Well, let's get back to the topic. So first use, smartphone use. What I found most convenient at first, you take out your smartphone, clip the thing on, it works. Plus, when you double click on the receiver, it starts recording. And you double click, it stops recording. As soon as you're in front of your phone, you double click, it starts recording. It means they recognize each other well. Here, we are with their noise reduction. So we are in green mode. Here, we press now, we're in blue mode. So we're without noise reduction. We'll need to talk about it a bit right away. It tells us, capture quality sound wherever you are with a 48 kHz, 24-bit HD recording, not bad. Dynamic range 144 decibels, frequency response between 20 and 20,000 Hz. That means we're dealing with audio. That is, if you want to record a concert, 20 to 20,000 Hz is what you expect a bit from your microphone. Which allows for a rather wide bandwidth and therefore to have bass and especially to have treble, so really to have sound fidelity, which is somewhat the purpose of a microphone. Let's talk a bit about noise reduction. I'm going to read a bit because there are a lot of numbers. It is equipped with an AI-powered neural chip trained with more than 700,000 audio samples and 20,000 hours of deep learning to identify and instantly eliminate noise in real time, offering noise reduction of up to 40 decibels. Unlike traditional noise reduction, it limits distortions without weakening or distorting voices. You see, your voice remains natural, and that's what I noticed a bit, meaning that when I was like this, you see, I'm close to the microphone. If I speak loudly like this, you can see that the level quickly goes into the red, and it's a bit unpleasant. We press, the microphone just turned green, and there you see, even if I speak loudly, actually, it adjusts the volume, it reduces it, it removes the noise reduction, because there's a fan, because, well, it's summer everywhere, it's hot, there you go. And well, I saw that the sound was still of much better quality. Damn, I'm a real blonde. Yes, because when you put the microphone in here, you have to place the magnet not on top. You have to place the magnet on the bottom of the thing, like on the second one. There you go. Well, you can also use it as a lavalier microphone. Again, the problem is that on my iPhone, I don't have the recording level. I think I would have it on the Samsung. This allows you to use your microphone like this. You just turned it on, you put it in, you just turned it on. Here, we can clearly see that it's synchronized. There, in blue on the first one. So it's the first microphone of the row that's set. And you realize that there, it's in blue mode. Here, you can press it in green mode. So now it's turned green too. Now we have noise reduction. So somewhere we'll have a less saturated sound. But for those looking for a solution, there's the lavalier microphone. We see them. The Webrans with a spatula, where they try to tinker with a stand, know that the Boya microphone allows you to use it directly as a microphone. And the extra thing is that you can remove it like this, and you can remove the second microphone. I saw that. That is to say, the first microphone has just been set up. Well, there you go. So in a lavalier microphone, or rather a handheld microphone, and the second one here, you see we are in lavalier microphone mode. That means if you want to do, for example, an interview, you think, yes, I have my phone and everything. You take that off, put your windscreen back on, take it, put the microphone on a speaker, and that way you're sure to have a backup. If, for example, you forget to take out the microphone, a bit like Karate Bushido, you do it like this, you forget to use the microphone because there, yeah, you're talking there, the microphone is black, there you go. There, you know, you'll have a lavalier microphone there, and you can possibly hold the interview like that here. I know, yeah, yes, it's good. And on the same principle, since I tried it, I thought, this USB Type-C dongle, do you think if I plugged it into my Mac, it would be recognized automatically? Bam, boom, you plug the dongle in USB Type-C on Mac or Windows, it is automatically recognized. And when you go, for example, into your streaming software or recording, you select choose the microphone. You select choose the microphone. Well, then you choose the Boya and you end up with a wireless microphone. Well, once again, the double because you can either use a wireless microphone like we did for interviews, but you can also remove the windscreen here. Remove the second microphone since the first one is the one recording. So there we see, hop, it's synced up. So you could possibly, there you go, put yourself like this, place the first microphone on your desk like this as a lavalier mic, hop here finally as a shotgun mic or a conference mic, finally in your office, and place a second mic for someone like this, or for security, for example. If you want to record something or place it near your speaker, well, you'll do your thing, but you know you still have two mics to put in there. Hop, we put it back in the case. It's true that I love this. And I wondered, I said to myself, yes, but if we can use it as a shotgun mic, for example, on the camera, well, look, you slide the thing there and there, bam, blaum, you have the tripod to put it on your camera. I think we'll do that right away. And the quality will be a bit better. And bam, bada beam, shotgun microphone. So here, you see, I no longer have a lavalier microphone. They're still integrated inside. We'll see later that we can take it out, but we can have a shotgun microphone. So we placed it a bit far like this, but what I've seen in some videos is, for example, some people said, there you go, you can take a boom pole, possibly put it there. You see, outside the frame, here, have the shotgun microphone aimed directly at it. So here, we are with the normal recording level. Let's try to see if we press one, if we gain a bit in decibels. Okay, so another recording now. I press the button so that the first LED is lit. This way, we'll see if you hear the difference. Okay, another test. So I just realized that I didn't activate the noise reduction. We'll see that later. Now, the second LED is lit. Did the level increase? I think theoretically, yes. And now, well, I turned on the third LED on the receiver. So we should be at the maximum reception level. And what I see is that my receiver, the LED is blue. So there is no noise reduction. So what I'm going to do is click directly on the button here. Okay, obviously it turns green. So now we have noise reduction, and I'm still using the shotgun microphone. And what could be interesting now is to take out the lavalier microphone that's inside. We'll do it like this. Here, you see, I remove the windscreen. I remove the lavalier microphone. We're doing this in real time on the spot. We are really in professional stunt work. We remove the mic, put it here, place ourselves there, bam, boom, snap, snap. So I can see on my receiver that both LEDs are on. The mic went a bit sideways because I moved it. Here we have both microphones. I have the lavalier microphone plus the shotgun microphone. Oh, well, I realized that in my opinion, I can turn off the shotgun microphone and we'll finish this video a bit with the lavalier microphone. And there, bam, boom, as you saw, I went to turn it off. So we keep pressing the button on the lavalier microphone. So it turns off. So I have the blue LED flashing on the receiver to tell me, oh, there's only one microphone paired since you only have that one. Now, regarding noise reduction, you see we're in mode here. We'll switch to blue mode, for example. So you can hear the difference a bit. It tells us that if we switch to green mode, we'll have an intelligent limiter that prevents distortion from loud or sudden noises. So we'll have a safety track that records a backup at minus 12 decibels to avoid clipping. This way, you won't lose any moments because sometimes you see I speak too loudly or we're not close to the microphone like this. If we set it to green like this automatically, we have much less, there you go, we will have much less of this problem with environmental noise or a bit of a peak like that, which we can see directly on the view meter. I saw it, it's obvious with the computer. There you go. If we switch to blue mode, we easily reach red mode, so saturation mode.
And if you set it to this mode, well, then it's smooth, it's clean, well, and obviously
the brand offers you an application called Boya Central, which allows you, especially in the case with the iPhone or your Android phone, to see the recording level, to know which microphone is activated, microphone 1 or microphone 2, and to know if the noise reduction mode is activated. You can even adjust the power of this reduction from minus 15 to minus 40 decibels. That's really not bad. We also have mono or stereo mode. If you want to use two microphones, for example, to create a stereo mode, that's great. We have the safety track. We also have the ability to mute the TX, and we also have the equalizer. We can directly adjust the equalizer for the microphone, either set it to vocal boost or low cut at 75 or 150 Hertz. I can say that the app is quite practical. Well, I'm still on the third recording level and I want to talk about the little extra bonus. In their video, well, there's nothing in the pitch, nothing on the site, but in their promotional videos, you can clearly see a guy filming himself with a sports camera. I thought to myself, hey, do you think on sport cameras with a USB Type-C port, we could put their dongle on it and enjoy the microphone a bit? So I tried with the Insta360, but I'm sorry, it's a bit like GoPro. Their thing is really crap. They're USB Type-C. It's proprietary stuff. You see, it's made to sell you their gadget. So I thought it must be a DJI, so I took my Action 5 Pro, and when you plug the dongle directly into the USB Type-C port of my DJI Action 5 Pro, bam, boom, it recognizes both mics, and when you plug in the mics, you have a wireless mic. Yes, for your DJI sports camera. You plug it in, it's the best thing ever. You plug it in, you have noise reduction, you have the 2 microphones, you can switch everything. The plus, oh my goodness. So why did Boya kind of change the game? Well, because they already offer us a microphone with the little dongles that you can put directly on the back of the microphone. It's great. You'll never lose them. You always go out with your iPhone. You know the dongle is on the back. It's convenient. There you go. Plus, it's plug and play. You plug it in, it works. Well, you also have the jack receiver. Once again, you have a receiver with a jack plug, so it can work on a computer, on many jack ports. They also function as a microphone, but it will also work for many cameras. For example, my Sony camera, which has a microphone input. It's great. The hands-free microphone for interviews is really the kind of setup where sometimes you'd rather have a handheld microphone because it's more convenient, or because there's a lot of background noise, or because you want to do an interview, or because sometimes, yes, there are quite a few YouTubers who have microphones like that and all. So the advantage is that it doesn't saturate too much. It's better thanks to the attenuation and everything directly in green mode. Well, you can have an easy lavalier microphone, or rather an easy handheld microphone, plus the possibility for this handheld microphone to also become a lavalier microphone for another speaker. Yeah. Well, we also have the microphone for Mac or PC, with the dongle. So either you plug it in with a jack because blah, 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 or you use it because you don't have USB Type-C 2025 still. There you go. Or you plug it directly with USB Type-C. It works. And then you have a microphone for your computer with the added possibility of having a lavalier microphone for your computer. And finally, the shotgun microphone to put on the camera. It can be good to have 2 tracks, you see, if you're in an environment where you're not too sure, because sometimes it's true that, for example, when we do trade shows with a lot of Bluetooth, and sometimes it's a bit far like that, you see, he's not sitting there, you have a double recording. At worst, you put it in stereo mode, and that way you have a left track, a right track in your recording, one the shotgun here, one there, and if ever there was a problem with this one, you have a backup track. Yes, I know, yeah, but I make videos, so as a result, I've had problems too. And then, well, the thing for the DJ, it's not confirmed, but in their demo video, it worked, I mean, there was really a guy filming. I tried it works. So, will there be an update? I don't think so. I think that's it, it's settled. If it's not certain, we'll cut this sequence, but there you go. It's really the thing. I mean, besides, I can use it for my sports camera. Now I'm reading how much for the camera and the display. You weren't ready. So the problem is that I only have the Kickstarter prices, which are launch prices and pre-tax prices. But already it stings a bit. There you go. If we took the Kickstarter pack, so only the mic, all that only with the USB Type-C dongle, it costs 70 euros on Kickstarter. I remind you, it's a pre-tax and pre-order price. But it's already not expensive. Then if you want the one with the duals, meaning with the USB Type-C and Lightning mode, it was only 88 euros, excluding tax. There you go. And if you wanted the creator pack, well, with everything that was delivered to me, it was 102 euros. So there you go. There you go. I don't know. So I don't know if you'll still need to buy them on Kickstarter. So everything, I'll put the link, or if by then I think it will be available on Amazon or on their website and all. But take these prices without tax and add a little bit. But we can really estimate that even at less than, I don't know, I would say 150 bucks for the entry level, it's already an exceptional product. And even at 200 bucks for a creator pack like this, it's so complete. It does so many things. It opens up so many possibilities. It has become my favorite microphone so much that I'm thinking, as the meme says, take my money. And bam, that's all for today. Come on, don't forget to tell me in the comments what you think about this Boya. Don't forget to mention Boya. You directly participate in the comments. Do you also think they've really dominated the game, especially at the price it's announced, with a mic that does everything? So you say, yes, but I don't need that. Yes, but maybe one day you'll buy a camera, or maybe one day your camera will break down and you'll be glad to film with your phone. Or maybe you say, yes, but actually, all things considered, I would prefer to do an interview mode with a recording on the camera or a recording on my phone. It opens up a lot of possibilities. And I like to say the pack is really, really good, as all thumbs are allowed. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, thumbs down. That's up to you. Don't forget to subscribe. That's what your mom told me. Don't miss out for 2,000 reasons. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking on my logo and clicking on the bell to receive notifications, because as you saw, we have lots of amazing products. I'm really happy because brands are contacting me saying, they like to offer me things. You've never seen that. So at first I'm like, oh wait, I'm like the viewers, I've seen everything. But then I say to myself, no, I hadn't seen that. And that's really good. And I think for all the creators watching me, you're really going to find that this is the ideal microphone. And that's all for today. Thank you for stopping by. It makes me happy. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. Keep your spirits up. And above all, stay open. Of course, I love you all, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye-bye.